Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. On Bold and the Beautiful, it won't be long before Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline Wood, and Ridge Forrester, Thorsten K. get back control of the family business, and when they do, they're going to make 7 huge changes that stun everyone. Let's go through what's ahead when the Forresters are back in power, and they clean house at Forrester Creations, FC. And hey, please click subscribe if you're not following us. So, Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, is drowning in guilt and is almost ready to give Forrester Creations back to his former best friend, Ridge Forrester, Thorsten K. Literally, the only thing standing in the way is Hope Logan, Annika Noel. And while she's going to claw tooth and nail to keep her and Carter in power at FC, her boyfriend, I expect, will cave and roll over. Hope is not going to be able to stop the power transfer back to the company's rightful owners. Once Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline Wood, and Ridge Forrester, Thorsten K. retake their rightful places at their family company, a lot of changes are going to be coming. So we're going to talk about 5 shockers ahead that will make it clear the Logans are mostly out, the Forresters are definitely back in, and those that betrayed them will be punished. First of all, I think Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, is going to be demoted, and not just down from where she is now, but demoted to below where she was in the pecking order before the coup began. Obviously, one of the first orders of business is for Steffy to knock Brooke out of her CEO spot that she shares with her dad. So, I imagine Brooke is going to be demoted, not back to just being a random executive. They never really defined the role. Ridge was like, I want her part of the executive team, but I don't think there's a title that went with it. But I think she's going to be knocked probably even lower and completely out of the power structure, off of the executive team. Ridge is still fuming at Brooke for betraying him and his family, and their relationship is still over. Ridge still wants nothing to do with Brooke, and seems ready to keep moving forward with Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Buddig. In fact, I'd say Brooke would be lucky if a demotion is all she gets, because Steffy may pressure Ridge to fire her altogether for taking control during the coup. And you know, she wants Brooke completely cut out of Ridge's life, so he's not tempted to go back to her. So, I imagine that Brooke's demotion is the tip of the iceberg. I do expect Ridge to make her pay for her betrayal that she insists was not a betrayal at all. And some other people may lose their jobs on Bold and the Beautiful as well. The second change that seems likely, speaking of people losing jobs, is Hope Logan, Annika Noel, could be fired again. Her line, Hope for the Future, may be tossed out with the trash. You know, they can always repurpose Zend Forrester Dominguez's De L'Homme de Metz designs. He's done for another line before. Hope and Carter staged their shocking coup. Steffy, if you remember, cancelled Hope for the Future, fired Hope, humiliating her in the process, and that's the main reason Hope wanted to retaliate. So, it's safe to say that Steffy is going to want to kick Hope back out to the curb when they get back their power, unless Hope keeping her job is some sort of condition that the Forresters have to agree to get back the company without fighting years in court. I totally expect to see Charlie Weber, Dick Christie, walking Hope to the door again once Steffy and Ridge are back in power. Next, if indeed Hope is fired and Hope for the Future is cancelled, what does that mean for Zend Forrester Dominguez's De L'Homme de Metz? Steffy already promised when she fired Hope and killed the line that she would make sure Zend had another opportunity at FC. And since he stayed loyal and reported back to the other Forresters during the coup, obviously he will be rewarded. Maybe Zend will get his own fashion line. They could do something cool like give him a custom line, perhaps geared towards high fashion for younger African American consumers. I mean, heaven knows, B&B doesn't write great for its black characters, and they tend to leave them on the back burner. You know, this coup thing has pulled Carter onto the front burner when he's usually been almost an ancillary character most of the time. So that would be nice. Zendy is an extremely talented designer, and if he does get his own line, you know, one of the first things he could do is bring in a top designer to work alongside him. Maybe another Forrester that we've not seen in a while, but that Zend likes to collaborate with. And that takes us to our next point. Another sweeping change that may blindside fans once Steffy and Ridge are back in charge is that they could bring Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson, back from France to work at the main office again. If you remember, Ridge raged again at Brooke recently, saying that Hope used Thomas. Well, if Hope's out the door, Steffy and Ridge may want Thomas back in the door. Clearly, Steffy doesn't want Thomas around Hope, but if Forrester Creations winds up being a Hope-free zone, you never know. You know, Thomas may return to work on Coacher or another line. I'm guessing he has no interest in Brooke's bedroom. I'll say that. We could even see Thomas getting a line of his own, a men's line for stylish go-getters in their 30s. You know, plus it's way past time. Matthew Atkinson came back to B&B. All right, the final thing I want to talk about is what's going to happen to Carter. Ridge and Steffy may change their minds about firing Carter and keep him around, give him another chance depending on what he's willing to sacrifice to prove that he regrets what he did and that he is loyal, because the writers are of course trying to make this all Hope's fault. That's why we keep hearing Ridge saying it over and over and over. The writers are scapegoating her, and because of that, there's clearly a way forward for Carter to remain close to the Forresters even though he stole their company. Maybe Ridge decides Carter, has to give back the LLC and gets demoted back to corporate lawyer, and that's on a probationary basis. And then if he proves himself loyal, maybe Steffy and Ridge will later give him back the CEO slot. I mean, heck, if Carter does what Ridge told him to do and dumps Hope and gives back the company, they might even let Carter stick around and resume the CEO role. I mean, obviously, I think everything has to be probationary with him. They got to keep an eye on him, but I think he could earn his way back in their good graces without getting fired. It also looks like Daphne Rose, Muriel Hilaire, is sticking around as Carter's next love interest. She's got a cast photo, she's on the press site, she's still filming, so I think she will be able to keep an eye on him for Steffy and Ridge as well. And all of that could lead to Carter earning back Ridge's trust. Things, are finally looking up for the Forresters on Bold and the Beautiful. By the end of this week and early into next week, we're going to see Hope making a desperate last grab to keep power, because she knows that Steffy and Ridge shoving her mom out of the CEO seat and retaking it is the worst thing for her. And it's not going to be long until we find out exactly how bad it gets. Steffy and Ridge have had quite a while to consider what they'll do differently and how to punish the Coup Crew, so big changes are coming. And that's bad news for at least one Logan, maybe more. Forrester Creations, FC, has seen its fair share of upheavals, power struggles, and family feuds over the years. Now, with Steffy Forrester and Ridge Forrester back at the helm, the fashion house is about to undergo a transformation like never before. As the dynamic father-daughter duo returns to take charge, they bring with them a vision that could redefine the future of Forrester Creations. Here are 7 major changes Steffy and Ridge are making now that they are back in control. Steffy and Ridge recognize that the fashion world is constantly evolving, and Forrester Creations must evolve with it. With Steffy's forward-thinking approach and Ridge's timeless design expertise, the duo aims to modernize the brand while staying true to its classic elegance. Expect to see more cutting-edge designs that merge contemporary trends with the iconic Forrester sophistication. Sustainable fashion and technological innovations in textiles will play a big role in this new direction. After years of battling external threats like Spectra Fashions and even internal betrayals, Steffy and Ridge are determined to restore FC as the indisputable leader in the fashion industry. They're taking a more aggressive approach against competitors, ensuring that Forrester Creations remains the gold standard in haute couture. Strategic partnerships and exclusive collections are in the works to solidify their dominance. Whenever Steffy and Ridge take control, there's always a power shift. With their return, key changes are happening at the executive level. While longtime Forrester allies like Brooke Logan and Eric Forrester may retain influence, certain figures, especially those who have caused friction in the past, may find themselves sidelined or ousted. Will Thomas Forrester be given a second chance? Will Hope Logan's presence at the company be reconsidered? The leadership dynamics are shifting fast. With Steffy and Ridge at the helm, a new generation of Forrester talent is being nurtured. Whether it's a fresh young designer handpicked by Ridge or a rising business mind mentored by Steffy, the duo is investing in the future of FC. This could mean introducing a new character with strong ties to the Forrester legacy or elevating a current cast member into a more prominent role within the company. A signature collection that reflects the deep history and elegance of Forrester creations is in the works. This line will blend classic Forrester designs with modern reinventions, paying tribute to the legendary work of Eric Forrester while adding the innovation and flair that Steffy and Ridge bring to the table. It's more than just fashion. It's a statement that Forrester Creations is back and better than ever. Forrester Creations has always been about family, but the infighting and betrayals have often threatened its foundation. Steffy and Ridge are focused on rebuilding the unity within the company, ensuring that personal rivalries don't get in the way of success. They're making it clear that only those truly loyal to Forrester Creations will have a place at the table. However, whether their efforts succeed or lead to further conflicts remains to be seen. Steffy and Ridge know that certain figures within FC have caused more harm than good. Whether it's manipulative business deals, backstabbing, or romantic entanglements interfering with company affairs, they are setting strict boundaries. This could mean eliminating toxic elements, be it through firings, buyouts, or strategic maneuvers. Their return signals a new era of strength and control. With Steffy and Ridge Forrester back in charge, Forrester Creations is undergoing a major transformation. Their leadership brings a mix of tradition, innovation, and strategic power moves that will redefine the future of the company. Whether these changes lead to success or new rivalries, one thing is certain: FC is about to get bolder and more beautiful than ever. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.